guys, so today I have a quick kind of chatty video review demo of some of the effects nail varnishes that are out just now. I say some, I've only got two. So I've painted, one hand just painted normal nail varnish, the other hand I've went ahead and put on the effects one, and it's not picking up very well in this light. Is that better? That's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just going to put pictures at the end, that'll be easier. So the two that I have are a plain black one from Barry M and this purple one from Nails Inc. called Oxen. The code for the Barry M one is 311. So the Barry M one is $3.99. I got this one first, and the Nails Inc. one is £11, and this is actually the first time that I've used it. So Nails Inc. one has a metallic finish, which is a bit different. Most of the ones have a kind of cream matte finish like the Barry M one does. You can tell it's apart from the normal Barry M nail varnishes, it has this design on the lid brush, whatever you want to call it. And they've got a couple of other colours now, but when I bought this, this was the only colour out. So the first time I used this, I didn't like it and I took it off my nails because I made a few mistakes. I kind of went over the nail too many times and I think I put it on a bit thick. This one can be quite a pain in the ass to work with, and I think I'm having the same problem with the Nails Inc. one as well, but we'll see when I do my other hand. I don't know how well this is going to show on camera, but this actually dries so fast, which is kind of like a normal thing for matte nail varnishes, that it kind of dries on the brush as you're using it, and this is never going to show up on camera. So I don't know if you can see that that's not really catching the light anymore like a wet substance would. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, and that kind of makes it difficult to work with. So your first nail will come out better. So this is like my first Barry M nail here. So it's got more crackle on it than this one, because it kind of started to dry on the brush. And like I said, I'm having the same problem with the Nails Inc. one because that's the last nail I painted. You can see it's mainly purple, whereas the first one, there's a lot of nice black flashes on it. So I think it's really important when you use these, when you go into your next nail, to put the brush all the way back in, maybe give it a wee shake, and that should help with that. So yeah, like I said, main problems to avoid are going over your nail too many times and painting it on too thick. You really don't need this to look perfect, you don't need it to be painted on perfect, it's going to crack anyway, it's what it's supposed to do. So I think these are great, they look really cool, and if you've made a mess of painting your nails, like part of it's chipped because you've had them on a couple of days, or you've smudged a bit, or you've got air bubbles, paint this on top of it, it'll hide all that stuff and it'll look really cool at the same time, so that's pretty neat. So next thing I'm going to do is a wee demo. The Nails Inc. one, like I said, works pretty much the same as the Barry M. It doesn't dry quite as fast, but I think they crack kind of equally. It's just your normal Nails Inc. brush. So yeah, don't think this one seemed to dry in the brush, but it's kind of harder to tell because it's metallic, so it'll still kind of catch the light a bit. Nah, that's staying more liquidy, which is useful. Yeah. So price difference wise, if Barry M brought out one that was this colour, you know, just go for the Barry M ones. They perform the exact same, apart from the slightly drying on the brush, which you can pretty much fix anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my camera a bit and turn it round, and I'm just going to paint my other hand to show you that. Apologise if you see any mess, I'm not generally a tidy person and I've been doing uni work instead of tidying, so. Okay, and put my screen in, that's helpful. Okay, so I should be able to get my hand around here. I'm going to start with the Barry M one because my thumbnail on this hand is in purple. And the base coat I used was So Rich So Pretty from MAC, and the black's just a black from MAC Christmas sets. So that meant that they had the same base coat, well, as close as possible to the same base coat. So just paint it on, and the brush has started to dry already, and it'll just start to crack on its own as you leave it. So I'm going to put it back in the bottle and shake it around. So for the next nail, so far I've been painting it in straight lines. The next nail I'm not going to do that, so it really doesn't matter. You can paint them in any direction, messy state that you want. This will get a slightly different effect, so this nail's going to be the odd one out. It's probably not really going to show up till the pictures, which I will put at the end, because my light just seems to be washing everything out. Both of these bottles of nail varnish have a wee ball bearing in them, which is good for mixing them up. Okay, so the problem with going over it too many times is it can start to crack, and then you went back over it and then you've kind of deleted one of your cracks. That's so wrong. Okay, so you can see a bit of texture there. For some reason my camera's not focusing on it, which is quite annoying. I've got autofocus on, so I don't know what it's playing at. So then the Nails Ink one. This one seems to take a little bit longer than the very end to start cracking. I don't know if that's the shimmer element of it. The cracks are only just beginning to show now. Okay, so one more nail, and I'll do this one straight as well, just so that we've got a comparison for that in the pictures too. Okay, so that's how easy that is to do. I just switched off my camera for a second because I figured it'd probably make a mess trying to turn my camera around and put it back up with wet nails. So as you can see, like I said, as you get to the later nails there's less cracking. Look at these two. This one's almost completely purple, so it's not cracked very well at all. Whereas this one has crackled. Yeah, the Barry M one seems to shatter better than the Nails Ink one, if I'm honest with you. I still think the Nails Ink one's awesome because it's purple, but I've literally only got one nail where it's shattered really quite well, and I've got another nail that just looks like I've done a really crap job painting it. I almost want to go over that with little bits of black nail varnish. Anyway, that's not good. So, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a completely matte finish, so I will go over this with the top coat once it's dry, so that it's all glossy like this hand, because I think this looks better, personally. If you've got a matte top coat, go for that as well. If you want to leave a top coat to have the contrast in textures between the crackle and the base coat, that's awesome, but it's not my taste. And then you can feel it as well, like when you run your fingers over it, so I would just fidget with it constantly. So that's that. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Bye!